Okay, now apparently there's an individual who's running around, or I should say, is still running around on the YTBC, claiming that Sugar Ray Leonard is the greatest fighter of all time. In fact, he's even cited I think the latest edition of the Ring magazine publication that stated that they claim that Sugar Ray Leonard is the greatest fighter alive today. Well, no disrespect to the Ring magazine. That is their opinion. That's what they want to, say. Then all power to them. But this particular individual, I don't need to name any names. You guys know who I'm talking about. He's had 2 debate attempts to prove his case that Sugar Ray Leonard is the greatest fighter of all time, and he failed twice. He failed in that debate against Boxing Librarian when Boxing Librarian had laid out other great fighters that came before Sugar Ray Leonard, their careers, why their careers are much more significant than Sugar Ray Leonard. In Dilltown, which not too long ago had selected Evander Holyfield over, why proved his case why Evander Holyfield is greater than Sugar Ray Leonard. So despite those 2 failed attempts on him to prove his case for Sugar Ray Leonard, he still is running on this premises that Sugar Ray Leonard's resume cannot be disputed. He's the greatest fighter of all time. In fact, that the Ring magazine suggests that Sugar Ray Leonard is the greatest fighter alive today. Well, again, that's their prerogative. That's their train of thought, and that's their opinion. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another resume breakdown matchup, and this time, to this individual, I'm going to show you in detail why Sugar Ray Leonard is not the greatest fighter alive today, or he's not the greatest fighter that's ever lived, or the greatest fighter, period, I should say. And I'm going to break it down in detail on his career, which you failed to do twice in your debates with the Librarian in Dilltown. And I think I know why you did that, because you're afraid of the holes that in Sugar Ray Leonard's resume, which you don't want anybody to know. So that's okay. Since you didn't want to do that, fine. Since you failed to break that down, I'll do it for you. So sit back and relax. And I'm going to break down not only Sugar Ray Leonard's resume, but I'm also going to break down this other individual's resume that's positioned on your left side of the screen here, and that's the great Ezra Charles. So, who's greater between Ezra Charles, the great Ezra Charles, or Sugar Ray Leonard? That breakdown is coming, y'all, and believe me, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna put down on Sugar Ray Leonard. And don't get me wrong, y'all. This is no hate against Sugar Ray Leonard. I love Sugar Ray Leonard. I admire and I respect Sugar Ray Leonard. But to go far and say that his resume is not disputable, that he's the greatest fighter that's ever lived or the greatest fighter of all time, no, that's totally inaccurate. And I'm gonna prove that by this breakdown in the coming days, the next 2 days or so. And yeah, look out for it. Is it Charles versus Sugar Ray Leonard? Who's the greatest? In fact, let me know in the comment section on your opinions. Who's greater between Sugar Ray Leonard and Ezra Charles? And you can let me know before I do the breakdown. But anyways, the breakdown's coming. Peace.